carpet out for me in Houston, bro. I got some videos to post. You heard me, bro? They showed me mad love out there in Houston, bro. I love Houston. Now I might move down there. You heard me?
Okay. Yeah, Tank supposed to be fighting in Houston.
Oh man, you know we gotta pull up then.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Yes, indeed. So yeah, man. I hope all that works out, man. So hey,
But
if
hold on,
so,
I'm about to step outside now, bro. I'm about to go.
all right, all right.
I got my stuff. Hold on, I
What you
got
got
my little
going on,
fat boy. Look, I got my little fat boy food. You heard me? You know what I'm
Saint?
saying?
What you got going
And
on, Senior?
and look, and a nigga limpy, and a nigga limpy. You heard me?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. That's because of that crazy stuff you did.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, baby. I got it. Thank you, baby.
What you got going on, Senior?
Man, I'm trying to set this up so I can get everybody in the building.
Oh,
Oh, hold
okay.
up. Hold up. I heard you say senior. That senior on there?
Yeah.
Oh, man. What's that with my boy, man? I ain't talked to that nigga in a minute. What's that with senior, boy? I ain't even see you on your boy.
Senior been hollering at you for the longest.
What's
What?
up, E man? What's happening, Jack?
What? My bad, dog,
Nah,
man.
you
My
good? You
bad.
good? Hey, you enjoying your life? It be like that sometimes.
Yeah, bro. Shit moving so fast.
It's
You
all
know?
love, ain't nothing love.
Yeah, man. How the
You
brothers?
probably
How the brothers?
recognize him. He got a haircut, so you know you
Yeah, shout out to
probably
my guy GP, man. You
Hold
know
up.
what I mean?
Wait, hold up. Wait, hold up. Look. Hold up. Let me take off my Versace so I can see him. You heard me? Hold up.
Take off them Versace so you can see him,
Ah,
baby.
there
Look
you
at him in
go.
3D. That's them
Let me look at it in
Versace right
3D.
there.
You heard
Yeah.
In
me?
the top
Yeah.
right, he hooked him up, made him a citizen again.
say, Jay. Look at my new whip, dog. Look at my new
Let me
whip,
see
bro.
what you got. Oh, okay. You on some Fast and Furious shit now, huh?
I'm you see, bruh, look. This motherfucker ain't no joke, bro. I don't even press that speed, but I don't even press that sport button, dog. I don't
Oh
even fuck with
no.
that.
Damn, that joint nice though, boy.
And it got the rims on it and everything, you
That's a
heard me?
Hellcat.
Goodness gracious. Okay. I see you. I
Yeah.
see you. That's
I
how you do.
what
That's
they
how you
say.
do once you do 25 years in prison.
What they say. I'm moving up like Weezy and George, you heard me?
Oh
Like the
man.
Jeffersons out of this.
Yo, that's what's up.
They told me they told me never stay stagnated in one place, you heard me?
Oh man. Smoke Dog in the house. What's up, Smoke Dog? We got Branson in the house. Salute to Branson. What's up, Branson? Yes, indeed, man. I want to hear that engine, man. I want to hear that engine.
Oh, don't
Okay.
worry, he gonna let you hear it. Smoke Dog. My man Branson was good.
All right. Tanya Van Dross just hit us with a three-piece super sticker. Yes, indeed. Salute to it. We got good Ariana in the building.
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa. That's how
Said,
you
bro,
feel?
that's
Yeah.
how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm
Yeah.
feeling,
Sound
bro.
good.
Good Lord.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Sound like if
Sound
you
good.
press that button, it's gonna take off.
Hey, look, I ain't pressing that button, dog. Look, that's just regular. That ain't even without pressing the button. You heard me? I ain't even
Damn.
pressing that bitch. No,
Nah, don't
indeed.
press the button, boy. Don't press that
Look,
button.
look,
Push the
look.
goddamn button, man.
Right, that's what I'm
Hey, look, bro. Look. I ain't got a Mustang. I ain't got a Mustang. That bitch only lasted 10 hours, bro. It only lasted 10 hours, bro. Look, they had a button that said fly. I thought it said fly. You heard me? Man, next thing I know, me and Optimus Prime, the 18 wheeler, was fighting on the interstate. You heard
Damn.
me? I was throwing my uppercuts and jabs. That shit wasn't a big old nigga. You heard me, bro? Next thing I know, I was on the side of the road with no wheels. That nigga knocked all my wheels off that bitch. You heard me?
Oh my goodness, no.
So this bitch, yeah,
Smoothie King.
this one here faster
right
than the
back at
Mustang,
ya.
bro. So
Oh
I ain't
yeah,
messing with that, bro. Yeah. Say
man.
what happened to old boy, man? Smoothie King, man.
There you
Right
go,
there
right
he
there.
is.
He just came in,
Where he at?
right
Let me
there.
see. Oh, there you go.
That's
One,
solid squeeze.
You gotta
what's
take
that?
off the
Oh,
mustache.
You
Yeah,
used to be
good.
my
Oh.
homie. You used to be my homie. Now you act like you don't know me. What's that?
Hey, hey, so
What's
What's
that, nigga?
going? I'm on this little small phone. I try to get on the computer.
You want me to send you one? I'm updated now. I ain't throwback no more. I done got my iPhone for the first time this week here. I'm still trying to learn how to use it. You heard me?
Oh, you ain't
My
tell me you
man,
got an iPhone.
I got an
what's
iPhone
going?
for the first time, dog.
What's going on, family?
what's
Oh
happening?
man.
Man, being humble, man. One day at a time, man. Glad I'm on here with an all-star panel.
Yeah.
I can't,
He said,
I can't get on the computer. It's not on the computer.
You
No,
they
it
send
ain't.
you the link. You got to email them the link, probably. I, I'm not
What's
sure how
going
to.
on, East Solid?
oh man, I'm alive and free, brother. So I can't complain, man. I just took my mom's out to dinner the other night. I just took myself out to dinner tonight. I be treating myself, but I just took myself out to dinner. Yeah, I picked up all this weight. I lost all my boxing shape, but I'm gonna get it back, bro. I'm on my what they call it, I'm on my off season right now. You heard? I'm on my off
Let me find out you blowing up in between fights.
man. Look, look, said bro, all my partner from Angola that I was on the boxing team with, boy, they see me now, they be like, E, I ain't never seen you with all that weight. Look, they said, what you heavyweight now? You heard me? You done went from you done went from weight to super heavy, boy. Look here. You heard me? I'm just
That's what's up.
I'm just enjoying freedom, bro. After 9,125 days, man, I'm just grateful and thankful, bro.
As you
But
should.
I'm gonna get it back together, though, bro. I'm just lounging right now, you know.
Yeah, one day at a time, brother, man.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
absolutely, man.
that's
Mm-mm.
what's up.
How Coach Calvin doing, man?
He doing good, man. You know, Calvin locked in. You know, this is like riding a bike with Coach Calvin, man. He he eats, sleep, breathe, and drink boxing, man.
Hey, man, I know it, bro. That's how they they program me in that go. I said, hey, bro, I gotta go to the law library sometime. I gotta get out here with this life sentence. You heard me? That's what they wanted me to do. That go. You heard it? Just eat, sleep, breathe, shit. You heard me, nigga? The shit boxing, nigga. Like, goddamn, nigga. Can a brother go to the law library? You heard
I
me?
know.
But but yeah, man, that's a beautiful thing though, bro. That boxing taught me a lot of discipline, bro. It taught me
Yeah,
self. It taught me self confidence.
yeah,
It had my body. Like I tell people right now today, when they try to lose weight or when they're trying to get in shape, I say, bro, you don't have to box, but just the boxing routines and the regimen, the workout. I said, bro, that shit'll
yeah,
get your body all the way right, bro. That's the best
yeah,
workout to me, bro. I haven't seen nobody come up short doing a boxing routine, bro.
yeah. Real talk, yo.
Cause it's for the mind, the body, and the soul, bro.
Facts. Facts.
That's my boy. Just came on. Just do.
Not yet. That's Aunt McQueen. That's Aunt
Oh,
McQueen over
Aunt
there.
McQueen, what's up, man? I'm on this little phone. I could barely see.
He on
Smoothie
the flip.
King, right back at you.
What
He
With
you
on
on?
that.
another one.
Hey,
He on
smooth.
that flip phone, y'all.
Hey, look, AJ Hardcore,
I done
stop
let
playing
Van
with me,
Plan
yo.
pass you now, bro.
Hey,
You got a
yo,
little Android,
everybody
bro.
don't got money like you riding Benzes and Cadillacs, yo. Some of us got ride a bike. Hey, hardcore. Some of us
Look,
got ride a bike, yo. Take it easy on us, yo.
all right,
Oh man,
look. I
I
swear to
ain't
God,
got no
look,
talk
damn.
to him, squeeze.
I
Let him
ain't
know.
got no
it's
damn
squeeze,
Cadillac.
squeeze, but look, it's squeeze. I swear to God, though,
Now,
look.
now, if you're
I took
saying
this shit.
Porsche, then that
Look,
might have been kind of right.
yeah.
I got 2 of them.
Hey, Squeezy. Tyler said he got you. Don't worry.
My man.
I just upgraded. I'm just talking shit. I just upgraded last week. I just finally got an iPhone. And no. Look, when I went to jail, it was pay phones and them big old stupid ass cell phones you gotta put to your ear. You heard? Them big old, you heard?
Yeah. Real talk.
You heard me?
For
Yeah.
Thomas Hill, what's up?
You know, we got a superstar panel right now. I'm just enjoying the ambiance around me.
My man. We and my boy Gregory Pratt.
What it do,
Shout
coach?
out to Tanya.
Awesome.
Shout out to Tanya Vandross Williams Jr. on the $5 special super sticker. We appreciate you, good sis.
Always supporting the kids, champ.
Shout out to Miss Lisa Smith,
Oh,
man. Appreciate you so much. Thanks for all you do for the podcast, man. Really appreciate you, Miss Lisa.
Facts.
Shout out to Cal
McDowell.
Al Cooler too. Shout out to Cal Al Cooler, man, showing that love, man.
Facts. Marvin McDowell, salute to you, big homie. We appreciate you all the time, man. For sure, man. But yeah, man, how y'all been doing today, man? I appreciate y'all all showing up to the Friday night hangout, man. Y'all know how we get down on Friday nights, man. You dig? I'm working with this right now. It's all whatever it is on Friday night. It ain't no topic or title. We just sit back, enjoy ourselves, man, and this way we don't go home with no DWI. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big salute on that, boy. Big salute on that. I don't need none of them.
No, that's right.
No.
One thing I really been scared of all my life.
Yes, indeed, man. Yeah,
They take them L's for that.
Hey,
They
coach,
pull up on you and be like, poop.
You got you one of them Jamaican me habits?
No, I haven't had nothing to drink, man. I've been doing the smoothies, little health kick thing, man. I ain't had nothing to drink or nothing, man.
That's all right. That's all right. We do water too.
I take some.
Hey, you know what? That's what I got. Gregory Pratt got me some ice cold H2O, champ. Hold on, by the way, let me take a sip.
Oh, you know what? I drink some water with you, boy. I drink some water.
Yeah.
Red cup too. You know that water hitting good.
You know, that's something man can't put his hands on because God created.
Talk about it.
That's one thing. They warn. They doing all this crazy stuff in the world, wars and all this, that, and other. If God like take his hand off the earth, ain't nobody bigger and more gangster than God himself. And they running around this world like they in charge because they got bigger guns than what he got. But if he wanted to be, it's gonna be. Because if it don't rain, and no water, how we gonna live?
Say, bro, hey, let me ask y'all something.
What that is?
I'm right here in Dallas, right? Now they're saying that total eclipse. They're saying from Dallas is gonna have the best view. So I gotta go to New Orleans. I gotta go speak at a rally to help free 1,500 people, including Corey Miller, see murder, right? So I'm going to speak at this rally for Tuesday, but I'm gonna stay Monday. Hope I don't get stuck in all that traffic. They're saying a lot of traffic about to descend on Dallas, right? So, but check this out. They say when the solar eclipse hit, they say scientists got some type of zap gun. They about to try to zap into a whole nother portal. You know what I mean? Like they about to zap into a whole nother portal. Like I think that it needs to be a law pass to say, hey, stop fucking with shit if the people don't agree with it. You heard? Cause y'all keep fucking with shit, bro. We don't know what's going on. Y'all just playing with our life. You might zap a whole motherfucking another demon world. We don't know what the fuck going on, bro. You heard me? They're trying all kind of shit, bro. I've been checking that out, bro, because I know the solar eclipse is real. They said they ain't gonna come back for another 200, 300, 400 years or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's a magnificent event. You know that's like once in a lifetime. So for me to be in Dallas and then I gotta go to New Orleans right after that, bro. I think that it's some type of spiritual connection for me. I don't know what it is yet. I'm gonna just stay prayed up and hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? Still be prepared for the worst. But man, I think that we gotta stop letting these people, bro, who don't have our best interests at heart, just keep playing with our lives, bro, on a magnitude that's above us. You feel me, bro?
I do. Coach Kenny, what's up, Coach Kenny?
What's going on?
Coach
look,
K.
killing
What's
that.
What's going on?
Man,
Shout
yeah.
out to Coach Kenny in the lab, man. Working with those kids diligently, man. Shout out to him, give him his flowers, man. It never get old when I'm in there seeing him crafting those kids one punch at a damn time. That take a lot of work and dedication, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Big
it.
shout out, big salute to that, bro. Real talk. That like you don't
Appreciate it.
know, like we don't know what that means to those kids, but those kids gonna grow up and remember that forever. You know, bro.
Yup, yup.
That's facts.
He carving his way in the history books.
Because it's bigger than
And those
boxing.
kids, man, you always remember. I'm sorry, go ahead, Hardcore, my fault.
No, I was just saying it's bigger than boxing. That's all.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, I miss your son coming down there, man.
Yeah, I want to make it. I wanted to be his decision and not mine. You know what I mean?
No, you right. But I say I miss him coming down there, man. He gave me a couple hell of a performances. I talked him into some excellent performances, boosting up his confidence. And he looked over to me one day. He don't say much, and he say, "How I do, coach?" And I almost had tears in my eyes, man. I say, "I knew you had it in you, man. Knew you had it in you, man." It's always a pleasure to see them kids enjoying what they doing. What's up, Aunt McQueen? What's on your mind, y'all? Let me hear you spit something. A rap, anything.
Oh, I was over here reading this book, man.
Well,
Yeah,
No, great book though. Queen, you gonna like this book.
I'm on this what's the name on this corner, man. I was over here reflecting on this Livingstone Bramble Boom Mancini 2. I had watched that joint per
you watched it?
yeah. Oh my lord, them dudes were standing in the sun. I can't. You was right. I don't even think I remember them dudes even touching the ropes. Either one of them. It was center of the ring, just
No
pivoting.
holding. No clinching.
Jeez Louise. I was like, man.
Hey, how can I Google that fight, bro? I like to see that, bro.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
What I Google? What I
I know.
I don't know. Hey, I've been going 9,125. Man, tell me how to get to that shit. What's the easiest way to get to that shit? I don't know, bro.
I send you the link. Don't worry about it.
It's the rematch, Hardcore.
But this is what I'm over here looking at right now.
The rematch, okay.
These are the dudes over there in the 40s and 50s. They was over at Stillman's Gym, which was over there like 5 blocks from Madison Square Garden up there on 8th Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Arcel and Whitey Bemstein and all them dudes. The book is Cornerman. It's about the great trainers. And they got a couple chapters
Tell
in
us
here.
about that spit bucket again, man.
Angelo Dundee, Ray Arcel, Jack Blackburn, Charlie Bowman, Whitey Bemstein, Freddie Brown. As you see, we got Freddie Brown over here.
Okay.
Training the young Roberto Duran. It's a good book, though.
Nice. Hey, before I go, because I got a mad shot him in his parking lot, but I got 2 questions. That's for anybody on the panel. The first question is, I got to go to New York in a couple of weeks and possibly New Jersey. I know New York for sure, but possibly New Jersey. I want to know how far I'm going to be from y'all, man, because I definitely want to pull up. That's the first question. The second question is about boxing. Man, did y'all see what Teddy Atlas said about Mike Tyson?
Nah, what'd he say?
He was saying as if like Tyson not all that what everybody say. You know, he was saying something, but I didn't get the full. I don't want to
Yeah,
miss.
he's probably
He's been a hater. He's been a hater.
He's bitter because he said that Mike did something to his niece or something, and ever
What?
since then, yeah, he said Mike did something. He pulled a scrap out
Put a
on Mike.
gun on him. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he put a scrap out on Mike, man, because he said that
Oh,
Mike had
okay. So scratch that because now the shit. I ain't even know that. So
yeah, it
scratch
makes
that.
sense to you now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense to that. Fuck all that. We know what the fuck Tyson did. Yeah, nah, I ain't about to fuck with that. I'm glad. Thank y'all for telling me. So back to the original question. There's only one question. Nah, scratch that bullshit. Cause I ain't into the bullshit. You heard me? He say, she say. Nah. So let's go to the original question. I'm gonna be out there in New York. I ain't sure for exactly when, but it's gonna be real soon. And I definitely want to pull up on you brothers, man, in person.
yeah.
You heard me?
Hey, well, you come on the East Coast, man. I'ma see you, so you ain't got to worry about that.
All right, that's a bet. That's a
Yeah,
bet,
because
man.
New York ain't nothing but 2 hours and 45 minutes from me. So
All right,
and
that ain't
New Jersey shorter than that.
okay. Everything in New Orleans, in my city, everything 10, 20 minutes away. In Texas, I done got used to everything being 1 hour, 2, 3 hours away. You heard me? So I'm kind of used to that 2, 3 hour shit now. You heard me?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
But man, look, it's been a pleasure. It's always an honor, man, to deal with you solid brothers, man. I'm humbled by this opportunity to be here with you, brothers, man. I'm just thankful and grateful, bro. Solid Steppers United, man. Let's keep doing it, baby. Man, salute, fam. Much love and respect to all you brothers, man.
Always, E. You know what it is.
All right, champ.
All right, brothers. One.
You get up.
Now, how I get off this motherfucker?
Sound like Jay right there.
That's what I was thinking. He sound just like Jay. How you turn this damn thing off?
Oh, that was classic, Jack.
That was funny, yo.
I like that one. Hey, shout out to my brother Showtime, the guy that just sent a little something in the Cash App. I appreciate that, my brother. Always looking out for show, man. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart, man, for show, man. Yeah, dig. I love the support, man, without a doubt. Yes, what you been doing, Coach Kenny?
Just got in from the gym.
I kind of figured that. Yeah, that's your life.
Yeah, little something.
Oh man, man. Yes, indeed. We, on Friday nights, man, we kick back on a Friday night, and it's no topic or title. We pretty much speak about whatever we like to talk about, man, and enjoy each other's company, man. And we call it the Hardcore Hangout. The Friday night hangout. You know what I'm saying? And we started at 8:00 this evening. You dig? And man, I'm humbled by just having all you all in here with me tonight, man. And everybody that's, man, we got 119 people in here right now, man. So
Wow.
Salute to everybody that's in the chats, man. We salute to you all, man. I appreciate y'all. Yes, indeedy, man. Just rocking out. Yeah. Hey, we ain't into problems. What are we into?
Solutions, man. You know what I mean?
That's right.
1,000%.
That's indeed. We are not into problems. We only into solutions because it's bigger than boxing, man.
How bad?
I see this right here in the 30s and 40s. You could go to the gym for 25 cents. Stillman's gym. You could go there. Hold on, I think I might have to mirror my cam and put it back the other way. But you could go to the gym for 25 cents.
Yeah, I remember. I remember in '79, I used to catch the bus for 15 cents.
Man,
yeah. I remember when the payphone call was 15 cents. Remember when the payphone was 15 cents?
10 cents.
Yeah,
damn, y'all old as shit.
You must be a little bit older than me, Troy Grant.
I'm 53 in a few months, brother.
Yeah, 10 cents.
I'm older than you. I don't remember the 10-cent phone call.
I'm from the Bronx, baby. I'm from the Bronx.
Then it went to from 15 to 25.
So you remember 15 cents, right, Kenny?
It was a dime first, then you put it went to 15, then from 15 to 25 cents.
Okay.
I remember when stamps were about 5 cents. Remember that? And the slice of pizza was 60 cents.
Damn. Yeah.
Damn. Nigga like, damn. I don't remember none of that.
Sound like good time.
Look, I think I was too poor to have that pizza.
You get a pair of clocks back in the day for $60.
Wow.
Yep.
That's right. I picked up this oldest gentleman one day. He was telling me you could get a whole bag of apples for 5 cents, like back in the 40s and what have you. Yeah.
Now, look, my uncle would give me $20 on Friday when he got paid and send me to KFC, Baskin Robbins, into the supermarket. I would go buy dinner at KFC for everybody, a whole meal. I would get 2 gallons of ice cream. Then I would get some soda at the supermarket and go home. I'll still have maybe $3 left over.
Wow.
Not today.
Not
I
today.
remember my mama sent me in that store with that damn food stamp, Jack, man. And every time I went to that store, it always was one of the homeboys from school in there. So I had to lay low until they leave out, man, so they don't see me spending that food stamp, Jack. Because you be damn bad if they catch you spending that food stamp, because everybody in the school going no.
Yeah, hey, Jay, I could almost bet that they had food stamps too, man.
Yeah, I wasn't ashamed, man. I wasn't wrong with my money was brown, green, blue. You know what I mean?
I used to stand online with my grandmother for the free cheese and peanut butter, and she would tell me to stand behind her, and we pick up 2 of them. She would get the free cheese and the peanut butter and everything. I'll get the free cheese and peanut butter.
That peanut butter was banging, though. That peanut butter was banging.
And that cheese was
that cheese was constipation.
That cheese was constipation.
Peanut butter took and spit out you.
You had that big box that said milk.
Yeah.
And it was dry. And it was dry.
I even got one better for y'all. Y'all remember the corned beef in the can? And I used to lose the key.
I remember the chicken.
The damn key for the corned beef
in the can that just said chicken.
That's the
I never had that, man. I didn't experiment with that. That and spam, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
That spam in the can with the key.
No, coach.
That's my favorite was. You know my favorite was. It was sardines and crackers.
Oh, now I rock that though with some mustard. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Get a little hot sauce with that, boy. You be all right.
Steak fish in the can. Yeah.
I think that's a Baltimore thing, brother. I'm from the Bronx.
I ain't never had steak fish. I heard about steak fish when I got here to Baltimore, man. Everybody talk about steak fish. They'll go down to Lexington Market and get steak fish, but I didn't like what was going down in the market, man. So
they got it in the can, just like sardines. It got hot sauce on
it. Hey man, you didn't like them rat wings? I mean, the wings in the market.
Playing? Oh, is he playing?
I used to have a stand, right? Look. If you from Baltimore, I used to have a stand right behind Lexington Market, and I used to sell watches, man. I was the watchman that was right there. It was me, the guy that sold sheets, the lady that sold Avon, and the other guy that sold jeans, and we all was behind Lexington Market selling all the time. And we used to go over to Lexington Market for change, man, at night. I mean, right before it's about to close. And that's when the rats really come out, Jack. They was disrespectful with it, man.
That's back when they had the sawdust floor in the market.
No, but you know what was bad? And you know this brother Kenny being from Baltimore, where you get that chicken box from Cherry Hill, right? You go to Cherry Hill, you go to Harbor Hospital, eat it, and you throw the bones out in Harbor Hospital, and them damn seagulls. Seagulls don't eat chicken.
Shit, look. Seagull eat the whole wing.
Anything.
You only got to unfold thing.
They'll snatch it out your hand, boy.
Man, them seagulls used to surround my car. You know, they used to fly over my car and stuff when I pulled up.
That shit happened to me one time, GP, at South Street Seaport. I was over there eating a BLT. That motherfucking seagull came down, swooped that bitch right on my hand.
He actually saved your life, brother. Yeah, he saved your life. He saved your life.
Got jumped by a seagull.
They ain't scared of nothing.
Swoop down, man.
Hey,
You deserve it.
Hey, brother, you had it rough. I heard about the earthquake earlier, and now you're getting jumped by seagulls. You had a rough life, bro.
I ain't know we had an earthquake earlier.
Earthquake was
that earthquake was no joke.
New York and New Jersey.
New York, New Jersey. I thought it was gonna travel down here. It didn't know.
I ran through the whole house after the house shook. I said, "What the?"
If I do got a boxing question, right? So April 20th, and then that's the Devin fight. Why is no one talking about it? And Tank's supposed to be fighting in June, if I'm correct, and no one's talking about it.
Oh, we definitely talking about that Tank joint. I'm looking forward to the undercard, man.
Hey, let me tell you something.
What
Hey,
is this?
Undercard alone.
Troy, trust me, they're gonna be talking about a Tank fight. Don't even try.
No, but I'm saying, right? What is there to talk about with that Tank fight?
Oh, he
playing around, yo.
No, I'm not.
He's looking for some trouble right now.
I'm actually poking the bear with this one for real. But what is there to really talk about in that fight?
What are you talking about? They always talking about Tank don't never fight a slick black fighter. This, that, and the third. You getting it now? Now you going? Oh yeah, bring it. You know what? I'm with it. Let's do it.
Get you a sip, champ.
Okay. Just
get you a sip, baby. You shouldn't even taste it. You shouldn't even taste it.
We talking about the brother Frazier that he's gonna fight. Is his name Frazier? The dude, last name Frazier.
His name is what the hell is his name?
Frank
Martin, man. Frank Martin.
I'm sorry. No, I'm serious. So is he an A fighter, a B fighter, or a C fighter? Because I know enough about him that I can't label him as a A fighter. But so would he be considered B or C to y'all, honestly, on the panel?
They're gonna be on his ass, Jay. No, did it?
You don't understand. He done went into Beyonce's beehive, but that's okay.
You should know me. You should know me well enough from back in the day.
I know you like to smoke, but you're gonna get it tonight, Jack. Yes,
come on, get him, Hardcore. Get him.
They gonna sting your ass tonight, Jack. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna tell you, ain't nothing like them Rize people, boy. Woo. Hey, Troy.
Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir.
They talk all that smack about how Javante don't fight nobody, but you know what I'm hearing? I don't see nobody really stepping up to the occasion, to be truthfully honest.
I believe Devin and them did. I'm just saying, I believe they did.
Devin.
That's what they tell you. Devin.
Wait a second. Hold on, brothers. Hold on, brothers. Where is Coach Kenny?
There you go.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
He don't even want to talk to us.
Y'all heard he said he poking he said he poking the bear. I know what he's doing.
These are not the views of the Rize podcast. My guy Troy, he likes to drink or smoke or whatever. He's heavily under the influence. These are not the views of the Rize podcast.
Please say the experience. Please say the experience when you say my name is Troy Graham experience. Please say the experience. Please say the experience.
What I missed?
He want Devin to experience the Tank Davis, knockout show. So that's what he's looking for.
No. Listen, I'm actually a fan of Tanks. I'm actually joking. But I'm a fan but the fact is this dude really all that good for us to be talking about him? I mean, the opponent.
Man, you don't follow box. That boy can fight, man.
Okay, I've seen him fight. He's
all right,
not.
so what kind of question you asking then?
Discipline.
I mean, he seems average, like average Joe. Doesn't seem like anybody that
There's like 2,600 lightweights in the world right now. That man is not average.
2,600 lightweights in the world.
How did
you come up with that number?
Ain't got the numbers. No, he know.
There's a little website called BoxRec that lets you know how many active fighters that there are in the world.
Oh, he gotta take a drink.
If you can make it within the top 10 of every sanctioning body out of 2,600 fighters, you're definitely above average.
Is he in the top?
Ooh, you ain't had to do him like that.
I'm just saying, is he in the top 10?
Make sure y'all subscribe to
No, he is.
And you ain't had to do him like that, Ant.
Well, I mean, he's throwing out numbers which don't mean anything. Because I can tell you that there's X amount of basketball players and blah, 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 blah. I'm just asking
but we're not
that
talking
one
about
particular
basketball
brother.
right now.
I'm talking about that one particular brother.
So it's no need.
We can sing together, but we cannot talk together.
It's no need. There's no need that answer nothing you ask, because the man gave you the stats He did his homework. He gave you the stats, and it didn't mean nothing to you. Now let me tell you, I see where you going at with it, but it's cool. But we already know 29-0, 27 knockouts, right? And everybody always talking about other people's resumes, who they fight. So I want to know out of your mouth, who got the best resume in that weight division then? Let me see if you got that for me.
At 135?
Yes, sir.
That would be Lomachenko.
All right, y'all. Hey, y'all, I'm out, yo. Hey, thanks for letting me share the panel with y'all, yo. I'm done, yo. Y'all
Who has a
can
better
keep
resume
talking.
than Lomachenko at the at 135?
Y'all,
Seriously.
y'all
Who has a
can
better
keep
resume than
stop, man.
Lomachenko?
Yeah, it was nice knowing you, bro. Stop. They gonna eat you alive, man.
No. We dealing with facts here. Who has a better resume than
Say,
Lomachenko at 135?
oh, you dealing with facts. Ed McQueen just gave you some facts you didn't want to deal with.
He gave me numbers, but he didn't tell me anything about the Tank's opponent. He gave me numbers. I want to know about Tank's
But you
No,
want
opponent.
to
I
know who
didn't give you
knows
numbers. I just
everything
told you where the man was ranked in the world
Yeah,
out
that's
of
all great, but you didn't tell me anything.
active lightweights. So
That's all
clearly
nice and
he's
great,
above
but
average,
listen,
though. So clearly he's above average. When we talk about average, we talk about median, and he's above that.
Okay, like there's 8 of us on the panel, but I don't think any of y'all could tell me too much about that fighter, Mr. Martin in particular. Like, what's his
Everybody
skill set
average
and
to
what's
him.
his strengths and weaknesses?
Everybody
What would you
average
like
when
to
it
know
come
about
to him. It don't make no
Okay, so
difference who he in front of. Everybody average.
Okay, cool. So what's his skill set and what's his strengths and weaknesses?
I can't tell you that because we getting ready for him.
You can't tell me about Mr. Martin?
Nope, because
They getting ready for the fight.
They listening. They
That's his
Yeah.
coach.
No. I understand you can't tell me how you're gonna fight him, but you should be able to tell me about the fighter.
Where you hold on? Where you at? Where you in New York?
No, he in
Not
Baltimore.
Not anymore, brother. I'm in parts unknown. I'm in parts unknown.
You
I
in
like my
Park Heights?
ammunition.
Did you just say you in Park Heights?
The answer to your question. The answer to your question. If you in Baltimore, you know who the man is, Brandon Scott. When Mackenzie Frost asked him on Fox 45, the anchor, what do safe streets do? He said, I can't disclose that type of information. This is the same thing.
Precisely, Squeeze. I'm over here. I'm the Timothy side of I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, you got Derrick James over there?
I understand.
That's a bold type question right there. Like,
no. Look,
what's the man's
I
weakness
understand
so he could go in the gym and sharpen up and get ready?
No. Look, I understand the brother can't tell me their fight plan because I'm not being disrespectful. I asked him their fight plan. I'm simply asking to tell me the fighter's strengths and weaknesses.
No.
Mr. Martin's strengths and weaknesses.
I can't tell you his strengths and weaknesses. They don't need to know that we know that.
Yeah, because he's gonna.
I think they know you know that already because that's why you took the fight. I'm pretty sure they know.
If you think if I tell you, hey, my opponent's strengths is this, maybe that's what they're gonna work on the most and sharpen up so that you know what I mean. You see what I'm saying, Troy?
Clearly you don't. Clearly you don't.
No. Trust me, I'm sharp. I understand it, but I can guarantee you that his camp already knows that his strengths and weaknesses. So that's not gonna give anything away. It's really not gonna give anything away.
No, surely enough will.
By your opinion?
Somebody check that man for a bug, please.
How's it gonna give him? Listen.
Let me find
They call
out.
him mold.
Somebody got a wire on right now.
Common sense would tell you.
Common sense would tell
Hey,
I don't know. Troy loves this, y'all. Troy.
No,
listen.
Listen. I'm using common sense. Common sense would tell you that once you take a fight with an opponent, you pretty much know your strengths and weaknesses and what you have to do against him. So you actually saying, okay, well, this guy has a good jab and he's a good mover doesn't say what your fight plan is. It just says, okay, he has a good jab, he has a good right hand, he's real good with moving and he can fight backwards and so forth. That doesn't tell your fight plan at all. It just tells you tells you what you're telling the world about the fighter. It doesn't tell anything about your fight plan.
But here's the issue with that though. You can actually reverse engineer that.
You don't think they're doing that already?
I don't know if that's what they're doing. But why would Coach Kenny reveal that? What he's seeing? Because even
He's
something
not
that could
revealing
be
anything. He's
perceived,
just
even something that could be perceived as a strength can be turned into a weakness. So it's like, why would you even go into the strengths and weaknesses?
Okay, so how? Okay, now.
You know what? Hey, Troy, I'm gonna
Go
neutralize
ahead,
you
man.
real quick, Troy, because I know how intelligent you are, man. Who gonna win this fight between Tank and Frank Martin?
I mean, honestly, just based on the surface. Honestly, hold on. I'm basing it on the surface. I'm going to say Tank because, to me, Frank is a he has so many gears, and he's an okay fighter, right? He's an okay fighter. Where Tank, I think, is another level above him. So Tank shouldn't have any problem taking him out 6th, 7th round, maybe.
I'm ready to call a house of roof. Somebody getting beat on.
I actually thought that was someone.
Somebody getting abused.
I actually thought that was someone on the panel. I actually thought that was someone on the panel.
What's wrong with
I
your
ain't gonna
boy?
lie, I was shook for my guy GP for a second. I said, "Damn, he disappeared from the camera."
Baby, bro.
I thought he was gonna come back with half his beard.
Blue.
I was about to apologize for starting this, boy. I don't know what what's going on up in here.
No, it's too late, DP. It's too late. It's up already.
I'm just put it on mute, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, we ready to have a party in the Hangout.
I'm about to make a short out of that one.
Don't you do it. I'm gonna disappear, I promise.
He was about to catch a short from that one.
God
damn, GP, I was scared for you, bro. I thought you was about to knock half your bed off your face by the time you came back.
I was about to go scoop him.
Come back to the camera all disheveled and shit.
We was glad to see you back. That's all we can say, GP.
I thought brother went outside to get a switch or something, brother.
He had to take a shot just nailed on that.
Throw it back. They had to throw one back.
Damn, GP. Hey, I'm still concerned, yo. I'm gonna give you the number.
I told you to go buy me a gallon of milk and some turkey bacon. What you doing?
No, we good to go. We good to go.
You keep looking left and right like you ain't good.
What are you talking about?
You keep looking over your
shoulder.
Right
No, look, he keep looking. He don't get caught with that joint. Let's see that jam.
This is what we need more as brothers, man. We need to laugh a little bit and have a little friendly confrontation every now and then. You know that? That's all life is about.
I ain't fooling with y'all. Y'all know I don't like to be on the spot.
Fuck man came back wiping his brow.
And why he in the middle of the panel too, brothers? You know why he in the middle of the panel?
Yeah, yo, it's all in good fun, yo. That's all.
My brother, it's just a joke.
He ain't stopped looking over the field again, Jay. Yeah, he keeps going back looking, making sure he ain't blind.
Hey, Senior, call the house of roof.
Okay, well, I'm gonna turn it back on me, right? I heard that Wilder's taking this fight with Zang. He's gonna get knocked out. Wilder's gonna get knocked out.
No way.
No way.
Okay.
No way.
Okay. Did you see
Zang gonna get Zang? He gonna get Zang.
Okay. Tell me how a man who doesn't punch back is gonna beat a man that's a punching machine.
Because all it takes is one punch.
That man gets tired, man. You see how
that's what they told Joseph Parker.
That's just like asking how many licks it takes to get you to center of a Tootsie Roll pop.
Okay, we're gonna call TMI on that comment. We're gonna call TMI on that comment.
Didn't Parker beat Zang just now?
Yeah, Parker did beat Zang, and he beat Wilder too. He beat him up actually.
You know, I got you, boy. I tell you, boy. Let me tell you, Wilder knocks out Zang.
Right.
He knocks him out.
To be very honest with you, you know, I'm just going with my educated eye. I don't think he has the passion for the sport anymore. I really don't think he has a passion for the
I can
sport.
agree with you a little bit on that.
He you know, he doesn't have
I can agree
fundamental
with you
skills
on
either.
that, that he's
Yeah,
still
thank you,
gonna
brother.
sleep Zang.
He's gonna get well, you know, he's gonna get, you know, slept by Zang. I'm glad we agree on something.
No, no, TMI. That's TMI right there. Yeah, a TMI. He gonna knock Zang to sleep. He's slow. He don't got a chin. Parker came back and smoked him in the second half of the fight. Joe, all it takes is one punch, bro. One punch with him, he going to sleep. Have you seen the way that man built? He built for a pie eating contest.
You do know he's a big southpaw, right?
He built for a pie eating contest. Maybe if Deontay smacked him with a Krispy Kreme donut, he might knock him out.
Oh Lord.
I have no comment on fight, John.
If he can't beat Parker, he darn sure ain't gonna do nothing. Just because Deontay Wilder ain't where he used to be, he still got that one-hitter quitter. He still got that one-hitter quitter, bro. And Zang, he proved he can't get out of the way. He don't got no footwork. No footwork. You might as well take his shoes and encase him in some cement.
But he got like 20, 21 knockouts in the first round or something. Wilder.
Yeah, look.
Deadly.
Hey, Greg.
Deadly.
Let me hear my boy Thomas Hill. What you guys say about that Thomas Hill? You ain't saying nothing, champ. What up, baby?
As far as the Wilder fight, I think the thing that really hurt Wilder the most when that first fight was that he didn't have inactivity.
Yeah.
And then somebody that was moving. I mean, he was extremely moving and he followed around. He didn't do what he normally do. I don't think that Zhilei Zhang offer the same like problems for him as does Parker. So I think that will be more of an engagement, and an engagement like that right hand is vicious, and they put a sting on you too, especially when they find pay dirt. So if he continues to stay on he keeps his head on that axis right there, and it's right there on the level for my man Wilder. It's night.
That's if he throws his right hand, because you know Wilder hasn't won a fight in almost 2 years.
Hey Jay, excuse me, y'all. Hey Jay.
Yes, sir.
Sideways on singer, bro. Sideways on singer. Yeah.
Okay.
We praying for you, my brother.
No,
I noticed that neck keep going over that way.
No, she going upstairs. No, I'm fooling with y'all.
Senior will get that sideway cut. Yeah, get that runway.
Yeah,
we can get back to Senior, chill.
Yeah, because the last time Wilder won a fight was October 2022. That's the last time he won a fight.
And when he fights Zhang, that's gonna be his recent victory.
I think he's gonna retire after this fight on his back.
He made enough money. Well, let's do this, bro. Let's do this, cause I hear with you how you get down, yo. You get down. You sure you wasn't in none of Michael Jackson videos? Cause you know how you get down.
I'm bad.
Get down. Check this
bad.
out, man. One thing I notice about some people, man, you could be winning, put together 7 or 8 years straight of winning. As soon as you lose or start losing, everybody forget the 6 or 7 years that he carried United States on his back in the heavyweight division.
Right, Mike.
And represented United States very well. Man, hey, if I was Wilder, man, hey, I ran my course, man. I had a hell of a career. I made a lot of money, man. You can't please every goddamn body.
Late start.
That's just the bottom line.
Late start. What did he start when he was
Late
21
start.
years old? Started
Good
when he was
point.
21.
How many amateur fights he had?
medalist in the Olympics. Bronze medalist in the Olympics.
Joshua
Started at
White,
21.
they all started around that time too. Joshua
Yo,
White
that boy
started
was
around the same
driving a
time.
beer truck. How many of them was driving a beer truck?
He was
Yeah.
working at, wasn't he working at Sizzler?
He was working at
And
Budweiser.
driving a beer truck.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
was working. But what I'm saying about his age is that White and Joshua all started around that same age, 20, 21,
I'm not
something.
impressed with Joshua. Joshua
I
came to
am.
America and shit the bed. He shit the bed.
And Wilder lived in America and did nothing.
What?
Damn.
So
Wow,
you really
going
gonna
on?
say he did absolutely nothing?
TMI.
I mean, he beat the great Luis Ortiz. Wow.
Hey man,
but what
did
else
you
did he
vote?
do?
Did you vote for Trump?
Nah, brother. No.
He
That's
said
two
the
different. That's two
wildest
different
stuff,
subjects.
yo.
Honest with you, Wilder would more vote for Trump than me. I mean, wasn't he in a photo with Trump in the White House? Whoops.
That's because they were signing the for the papers, man. That's the reason why he was there, man. For,
Freedom Papers?
The paper on for they cleared the champ's name, man, and that's why they was
Jack
there,
Johnson.
Man. Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
They cleared his name. That's why Wilder was there, man. Hey, Troy, I see you ain't changed a bit though. That's one thing you are is consistent. One thing you are is consistent, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, well, sometimes you gotta have some, gotta add some spice and stuff to the
you're
pot.
great for
That's all you're
great.
doing.
You're great for TV for sure. You're great for TV. I love it, man. Yes, indeed.
Call me
Giving you the
Billy D.
Troy Graham
Williams.
experience.
That's right.
You say call him Billy D. Williams.
You gonna make my arm fall off? Yeah, Billy D. of boxing. That's right.
A little delusional too, but okay.
Nah, but y'all could jump in at any time, man. I'm going on mute.
Hey, man,
Who the best fighter in boxing today? Period.
Brother, I'm gonna say Crawford because I'm gonna say Crawford based on what he brings into the ring, man. There's very few fighters nowadays that's bringing that skill level of what Crawford does in the ring right now.
Okay, you got a little strength with you. You got a little strength. You got a little something with you. You say four square. Yeah.
I can't see your name, brother, but they tell you not to stare directly at the sun. I'm the sun. I'm just dimming my light a little bit for so y'all can take a look at me. That's all.
There you go. I gave you his name.
First of all, to answer that, I'm gonna call you nephew because I'm older than you, right, nephew?
No, you're not. No,
yes,
you're
I am,
older
son.
than me, brother. Okay.
Yes, I am older than you, son. Son, I am old. I'm son.
What are you, 46? What are you, like 46 or so?
Don't try to get on his nice side.
But I can't argue with that. One of the best in boxing. Who's the face of boxing right now?
Boxing has no face, brother. It's three people. Every time somebody asks me this question, Joshua's the face overseas. Alvarez, he has a Latino market, so he's the face of that. Tank is the urban market, the face for the urban market. So it's not one fighter that's the face of boxing.
Okay, how you feel about that, Gregory Pratt?
Man, you know how I feel about it. Tank definitely the face of boxing.
How so?
Man, we going to them fights. Like when Tank fighting, it's an event. Everybody turning in. Everybody's not turning into Joshua fights.
Joshua does the live gate and he does big numbers well. So Tank does go well. He sells out live gate, but he don't do big numbers pay-per-view.
Hey Troy, let me ask you a question. Can Joshua come over here and sell out?
If he's marketed right, yes. And if he's marketed right, he can.
And if was a fifth, we all be effed up right now, man.
That's the same thing with any fighter, brother. If right
man.
now.
Let me tell you.
There's no face. There's no one face of boxing.
Here in America, he'll sell out. He'll go to the UK, he'll sell out. He'll go to Mexico, He'll sell out. It don't make a difference where Tank go at.
That's not fact.
Joshua is not going to.
He's never been to Mexico and he's never been to the UK.
Nobody knows who Joshua is over here. They don't even care about it.
Joshua. No. But what you said, you said is not fact because he's never been to Mexico to fight. He never been to UK to fight.
I know he has been to the UK.
He has been to the UK.
He has been to the UK.
Who did he fight in the UK? Did he sell
out? He defended his title and he sold out.
Against who?
Liam Welch.
Okay, yeah, that dude over there. Okay.
Hey, I think we get back up. I think Joshua did sell out when he fought Andy Ruiz. He sold New York, the Madison Square Garden. He sold it out. Matter of fact, that fight sold out in hours. It sold out in one day.
Yeah, but he can't sell it again.
Depending on who the opponent is. If him and Wilder was to hook up, they'll sell out, man.
Yeah, that's because of Wilder. That's because of Wilder, not because
no,
of
no, because of Wilder was
shit the bed in America, man.
No, because if Wilder was selling like that, he would be the face of boxing because he's from the U.S. Wilder does not sell like that. He needs.
Coach Daddy is in the building. What's up, Coach Daddy?
Hey, what's going on, brothers? What's going on, man? I just want to come to this pimp council. Just want to say that the game is at an all-time low right now. You got people cherry picking, ducking, people lying, stealing, don't want to fight nobody. Too many, 2 years in between fights. Sanctioning bodies is going crazy, man. What's really going on in these streets, man?
It sounds like Deontay Wilder and Tank, but okay.
Somebody make some sense of it, man.
Look, he's joking, y'all.
Hey Troy,
check this out.
Now don't order your groceries on Amazon. Do not go grocery shopping live.
Yeah. Look, that's cool, right? But when they say that, I always ask them, is only 2 people doing that? Give me all of the names of who ain't doing what you just said. The people you doing. You don't.
I'll be honest with you, brother. Right, the sport is in a bad place right now because there's too much talking and not enough fighting.
Says who?
Too much talking. All you gotta do is open your eyes, brother. All you gotta do is open your eyes because the fights that we want to see as fans are not getting made. The fights that we really want to see as fans are not getting made.
Who's doing the talking?
I'm gonna tell you why the sport in a bad spot because the people that we want to see only fighting once a year, man. That's a problem, dog. We sitting there, we gotta wait for these dudes like Christmas, man, to get in the ring, man. That ought not to be, brother.
Thank you.
These dudes come around every 12, 14 months. Come on, bro.
That's the guy.
I'm sitting there watching Pro Box. I'm watching Pro Box every second Wednesday, waiting on these cats to fight, man.
That ought not to be, brother.
All I know
the biggest issue is us as fans, man. We are some shitty fans. Like, we be on here arguing about the same guys over and over and over again.
It seems like you want to see names. Like, yo, it's good fights out there.
Good
like
fights
last year was
going.
good. It's good fights out there. The fighters we want to see is y'all naming 3 people and 4 people in the division. No, there's great fights out there. These undercards be pretty good.
Yep, I agree.
Shit, one of the most action-packed fights of the past couple of years. Nobody don't talk about that shit. Baranchik and Zepeda. It was 8 knockdowns in that fight. People talk about they want to see action and seeing guys get laying it all on the line. It be happening. But we sitting over here arguing about Canelo fighting Benavidez and this one fighting that one, and this one is capping in the interview. And like my guy GP said, we got plenty of quality fights going on.
We damn sure do. Boxing in a good place to meet.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a great place.
Boxing in a good. Now, I can't knock nobody feeling the way they feel about their opinions on. They basing it off a couple of fights, like you say, Ant McQueen, that they not getting. So it's like one kid steal an apple, everybody gonna get punished. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting from these answers. Like it's a couple of fights that came on an undercard. If you love boxing, my love of boxing is not names in a hat. My love of boxing is saying who's next? Who's next? I like to see good fights. A person name could be Eduardo Centro the Third versus Chickapin Willie Williams, and that fight be a barn burner. I'm happy. But no, I hear their name gotta be Canelo, Benavidez. You know these names like this, man. Boxing bigger than those names. Way bigger than those names, man. And you depriving yourself of meeting the next generation if you hanging your hat on those three names in the sport.
I tell you what, man, it was a good fight last week over in the UK with Fabio Wardley.
Oh yeah,
and
it was a good
Clark.
fight, man.
That was a good fight. That was a damn good fight. And
I
Clark is
haven't had a
managed
chance
by
to test that yet.
Clark is managed by the heavyweight that Waldo was afraid of, Dillian White.
Oh, now you're getting crazy, man.
What happened with Wilder?
Wilder beat the hell out of Dillian White in sparring and sent him to the
When
hospital.
did they fight?
Sent him to the hospital.
No, brother, that was Miller. He didn't spar White at all. That's Miller.
Oh yeah, it was
sure?
Big Baby, yeah.
Okay.
No shit. All he gotta do is throw an uppercut. You know, my guy Dillian White is allergic to those.
Okay, yeah, but now he got Buddy McGirt, so his footwork's a little better, and he knows how. But he does do this wrong. He does do this wrong. He does a George Foreman kind of defense, but he puts his head down so he can't see. That's the thing he's doing wrong now. He does block it like this, like George Foreman, but his eyes are down when he's doing it, so he can't see.
All this KO via uppercut.
I think if they fight right now, Dillian would probably stop him because Wilder is not throwing. I think he just lost the passion for the sport. I don't think he wants to do this anymore. I really don't feel it.
I can agree. I can agree with you on that, man.
So then it's a dangerous fight for him.
I mean, his career ran its course, man. He had, you know, what people fail to realize. These human beings, they got life that live outside of boxing. They got issues, people passing in their families, people sick. Other things become more important than just putting on gloves all the time. So, you know, you gotta be able to respect a person chapter in their life where they at, man. You can't stay on the top forever. Every king, history tells, gotta be dethroned for the next king. That's history.
He was a king.
You can't change history. You can't redirect history. Every king gotta give up his throne for the next king. That's history.
Right.
Wilder had a good run, and I enjoyed every minute of it. And I'm not going to downplay him because he ain't closing as strong as he started. It's okay with me. He done gave me a lot of beautiful knockouts that I could go back and watch at any given time.
I tell you when his trouble started, brother, and this is the truth. You go back and check me if you don't believe I'm right. His trouble started when he said he wanted to catch a body in the ring. You don't say stuff like that. That's karma. You don't say stuff like that. His trouble started once those words came out of his mouth.
Well, didn't Mike Tyson say he wanted to eat some of my kids?
That was hype. That was hype. That's Lennox Lewis. He said no. You know, I'm the Alexander. You know, I'll eat your children and all that. Lennox Lewis didn't have no damn kids, and that was hyperbole. That was just talk. That was.
That's all that is.
Talk.
That's all that is.
Really?
It's like
really,
when you go on the
saying it then.
If you go on the football field, if you ever played the sport football, we used to say that to each other before the game. Yo, we gonna kill y'all, man. We gonna run over. We gonna destroy y'all, man. We gonna make y'all don't want to put on a football uniform again. It's just banter, man.
Nah, he was serious. He said it in a calm voice. Said, "I want to catch your body in the ring." And after that, he was going downhill.
You answered yourself, bro.
He was still winning. He was still winning after he said it. That was against Bermain Severn.
And after that, what happened?
After that, what happened? He knocked Bermain Severn's ass out in the first round. That's what happened after he
And then
said that.
he lost. He really lost to Tyson Fury the first time when they gave it a draw. He got TKO'd the second time. Then he got put to sleep the
No,
third time.
you're missing like a couple fights in between there. Dominique Brazil knocked him out in the first round, knocked Luis Ortiz out in the 7th round.
Come on, man.
And
You
then,
know, Ant gonna throw the book at you. Come on now.
I'm just simply saying
Wilder
that
Wilder did good, man. You know, for a dude jumping off a beer truck, man. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Yeah.
I mean, I met Wilder used to come to my gym back in 2013. I remember the first time I seen him spar. He sparred Kevin Johnson, and Kevin Johnson whooped him. I ain't even gonna front. He whooped him the first time they sparred. The second time, Deontay got out on him. But like I say, Wilder, you know, he did good for what he had, man. You know what I'm saying? One thing, Wilder, he liked to smoke weed and never stopped smoking weed. That was one of the problems right there.
Well, brother, Coach Eddie, I'm gonna tell you something. I think Wilder could have been a hell of a lot better, but you know, I watched the interview with Mark Breland, right? You know, with the boxing voice, and the brother asked Mark Breland, you know, does he listen to you? And he said sometimes. So he's not. If he was coachable and he would have listened to Breland would have brung out, you know, taught him how to use all those skills, the long arms, the jab, and everything else. The same thing he did with Vernon Forrest. The same thing he did with Vernon Forrest.
I disagree. I think Wilder in his last fight was disciplined to a fault. Like, a good coach, works on your strengths, like brings out your strengths.
Yeah.
He out there trying to box, bro. You're not a boxer. I feel like that's where the knock came in.
Breland is not his coach anymore. His last fight, he was with old boy. What's his name?
Malik Scott.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But Breland did a good job with Wilder, man, because when Wilder first started boxing, man, he be windmilling, dog.
He focused on Wilder's strength.
Straight windmill action. And Mark Breland was able to just get him with a nice, when he fought, the best Wilder you seen when he fought Bermain Severn. When he was popping his jab.
First one, yeah, he tore his bicep with his right arm in that one.
You also got to take into account too that Breland wasn't the first in charge. It was the other dude, JD.
Yep.
Who don't know the first thing about boxing. He couldn't box his way out of a paper bag.
And Wilder's last fight, man, Wilder's gun shy, man. You know, I don't want to see him back in the ring. Anybody that gets in the ring with Wilder's gonna get knocked out because the cloak of invincibility is gone, man. And I seen a guy who don't want to get hit, guy who don't want to throw punches, guy that he's gun shy, man. You know, he was gun shy against Joseph Parker, man. And I seen the guy as soon as he gets touched, he gets hit, he gets hurt. You know, if he can't take punches to the side of the head anymore. You know, you hit him in the ear side of the head, his legs were gone. And
good point, man. Good point, man.
Coach
you
Eddie,
talking good points, Coach. They good little attributes. You really paying attention to. It's nothing personal with what you just said. You're actually stating facts. After that, Tyson Fury thing, when he was bleeding out of his ear, you're absolutely right. That's very damaging to a boxer. Somebody taking blows like that.
But that's the same thing I said. I said he lost
No,
the passion. I said he lost the passion for the sport.
No, man, you ain't say that, man.
I said he lost the passion for the sport. I said that word for word, brother. I said he lost the passion for the sport. I said that word for word.
I'm gonna tell you one more thing. I don't know if y'all caught this, but back when they was over there fighting in Saudi Arabia, when they fought Joseph Parker, they had all the heavyweights over there. Wilder was sitting there, he was shaking. He was sitting there like just trembling, shaking.
He was quiet. He was very quiet. I noticed that.
I mean, I'm talking about he was physically shaking, like his head was shaking, his shoulders were shaking, his hands were shaking. I'm like, what's up with Wilder? Something wrong with him? And then I seen a guy his balance is not there, man. Even before the fight. That's one thing you look at when a fighter gets in the ring. You look at his leg, look at how he moves. Wilder's balance. Something's going on. His balance is not there.
He's always had skinny legs. He's always had these chicken wing legs, man. His legs always been skinny.
Yeah, he just look off though. From what I see, I've been watching Wilder for a long time, and he just look. You know when you see somebody a lot, and then you see something different, you can tell because I've been seeing you, and now I'm comparing you to what you used to be, and you're not walking the same. Your
Yeah,
gait,
well, like I say,
his gait has changed. His gait has changed. His walking
like I say,
pattern has
man,
changed.
like I said, man, and I'm gonna reinforce it, man. Once again, he gave us some hell of a years. He reigned in the heavyweight division, coming from where he came from and to get where he's getting, man. That story, man, is just a winning recipe in itself to be able to start late and bring the championship back to America and reign like he did, man. Hey, everybody can close good all the time. But like I say, he carved his way in the history books of the heavyweight division. You can't take that from him. You could go on the back end of his career and say what you saying, but you cannot take away his reign, the havoc he wreaked, the terror that he instilled upon his opponents. You can't take that from him.
Coach Squeeze talk, broski.
You can't take that from him, man. And I know, like Coach said, he a shell of himself. He got a lot of stuff going on that's trumping by. He got a daughter that's sick. He gotta make sure she good. People got lives, man. Sometimes that life will come and grab you. Life is undefeated. Let me stop chasing the rabbit. Life is undefeated. You're not gonna beat life. Life gonna always win. And when it catches up with you, it shows, man. So my hat off to him, man. Hell of a career, Wilder. Go out with your head up, man. You gave us some good years, some exciting, devastating knockouts, man. And everybody always say knockout sells. And that's what he gave us. That's what he gave us. Definitely, man. But the heavyweight division, where do you see it going? What it needs, hardcore boxing news. What kind of shot in the arm does it need?
We need Tyson Fury to go away, man. That's what we need.
Man, first of all, I want to get the Undisputed done, man. Let's get that done just so it can place itself in history. And let's bring up some of these young cats, man, and get them fighting, man. You dig? Because, that's where it always is about. It's always somebody in the background that's ready for the shot, man. Bring them on up, man, and get these young guys fighting, man. It's always somebody back there.
That's right.
Bring exposure to some of the young and up-and-coming fighters, man.
Exactly. Aunt McQueen, the answer to that question, what you got?
I actually like where heavyweight boxing is going right now. We got Hergovich. We got what's the name on the rise? Richard Torres. We got what's my guy's name? Big Baby Anderson.
Sanchez.
We got Frank Sanchez. F.A. Ajagba. I mean, it ain't Ron Lyle and George Foreman and Muhammad Ali, but it's better than what we had a couple years ago. The heavyweight division was like the basement of boxing at one point, but it's seeming to come along.
Wilder gave us the shot in the arm that brought boxing heavyweight division back, man. We can we not all agree on that?
Yeah, he made it exciting. He made it exciting.
Troy Graham, would you agree with us, Troy, that Wilder brought back heavyweight boxing?
He ain't up here now.
He said he's backstage.
Oh, my fault. I thought. I apologize.
I'll say this though about Wilder though.
Sorry about that, Troy. Sorry about that.
I'll say this about Wilder relative to like where he started. That's the one thing that often gets lost out of in translation when we talk about Deontay Wilder. Say, oh, this guy ain't this, he ain't that. But the guys that he was fighting had far more experience than he had. He just had that one thing, that equalizer. As far as where he is right now, I think I agree with Coach Eddie, but the one thing I was looking at was his interviews and the things that he was saying. I think that he's arrived at a point in his life where I don't think he even really wants to hurt anybody. I'm not
Yeah,
sure if y'all saw that post-fight interview that he had after the Hellenius fight. Your man broke down and cried after that fight,
yeah,
talking
Yeah.
about
yeah,
how the man got a family and all this other stuff
yeah,
because during his time off, he was spending time with his kids. And my guy,
yeah.
Wilder, got like 7, 8 kids now. So I think he's just in a different space in his life right now. And as the great Floyd Patterson once spoke about, that spark, I think that's gone, man. Just like him having that time with his family, he's realizing that there's other things in life besides boxing. And I'm not mad at him for it. He held it down. He was an overachiever, if we really being real about it, to go from driving a Budweiser truck
Yeah,
to a damn bronze medalist to WBC champ, and you make several title defenses. Shit, the man is an overachiever.
Prince of Brooklyn,
Damn good
King of the
career.
What happened?
What's going on, man?
King of the Casuals, what's happening?
Man, did y'all win the basketball game? Is what I want to know.
We lost. Let me explain something to you. Y'all over here talking about Wilder. I think I might be the same age as Wilder. I can't even imagine getting punched in my face. I just played a basketball game at 39, and god damn, I'm sore. So y'all telling that man to go rumble with dudes that's traditionally big as hell. Man, listen, he gave all he could give, and
my man.
as far as his skill set took him, everybody should be happy because he held that belt long as shit.
My man.
At 215.
Listen, if he was
215.
Exactly. You hop off the truck and go do what you do. He overachieved, man. But guess what? What people don't realize, like Squeeze said, when Father Time catches up with you, that's it. Kobe didn't look like what he looked like in his younger years at the end. Jordan, it does not happen. Nobody looks like what they started as. And when it's your time, boxing the only fans that want to kick you in your back and tell you it's over. Get out of here. They don't appreciate at the end of the day like what you really gave to the sport, and let them leave with some kind of grace.
You said we spoiled, right? You said we spoiled.
If the man ain't got no fight left, we seen it before. What Mike Tyson did, he wiped the blood off his opponent, he kissed the man on his cheek, and he said that was it.
Spinal.
It happens. It continues to happen, but don't forget about all the great moments. That's why they walked into the Hall of Fame at some point in time because they had great moments.
Yeah.
That's really
good one. Good point.
Good, yeah.
Good point.
And that's the king of the casuals, bro.
That's casual talk right there.
I'm still the overachiever.
But you know, you still got guys, Wilder fans who still want to see him in there, who want to put him in the ring. I mean,
they terrible, man.
Seriously,
they
man. I had this one guy talking to him. I said, man, you know, Wilder's 38, 39 years old. You know, at the end of the day, him and Joshua, they should have fought, 4 or 5 years ago. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if they was to match up right now, Wilder goes out on the stretcher, man. You know, if he fights Joshua right now, he's getting put on the stretcher.
I can't argue with that.
Right? He's going.
I can't argue with that.
Brutal, dramatic knockout. It's gonna be terrible. And I don't want to see Wilder go out like that, man.
It would have been the same thing 5 years ago.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I can't agree with that because at some point in time, Joshua became a mental midget. You seen him thinking while he was boxing out there. They let him get his confidence back, whether it be against Ngannou or whoever. He got his tick back.
He got his confidence back.
Yeah,
he definitely. I think right now the best thing for the heavyweight division is going to get Tyson Fury out of the way. I do not want Tyson Fury with those belts, man, because he's gonna sit there. He's gonna hold them up. He's always something with that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? He's like a used car salesman. You know what I'm saying? He keeps selling you bad cars, talking about he fixing them and stuff, man. That dude's no good. That dude's bad for boxing, man. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell you this, brother.
Car salesman, man.
No, listen, when it comes to Fury, either that fight's not going to happen or he's just going to get outboxed by Usyk because, his Achilles heel is good boxers.
Exactly.
Stephen Cunningham proved that. That's why Wilder had to lean on a cruiserweight to actually beat him. He couldn't outbox him. He couldn't outfight him. He had to lean on him to beat him and sap his strength. That's how he beat Steve Cunningham, the first man to drop him, and the other guy, what's the
Second
other
man,
dude?
second man to drop him. Second man to drop him.
Okay, yeah, but who's the other dude that bloodied him up and all that? What's his name? Joshua knocked him out. Waleem, yeah,
Waleem.
he's a decent boxer, and he had no respect for
he's
Tyson's
solid for
punching
sure.
power.
He's solid for
Huh?
sure. He's solid for sure. One thing I noticed with Fury is he's a little bit susceptible to that right hand, and I think it's primarily because of the way he uses his lead hand. He used that up jab, like he don't jab from up here. He don't keep his hands up. So it's like if you can catch him as he's recoiling, right hand over the top. Damn near every time he been dropped, it was in the same fashion. He was shooting the jab, somebody came over the top of it,
and his legs are gone.
Don't be surprised if Usyk stops Tyson Fury.
No, Usyk is going to outbox him. He's going to outbox.
No. Just hit me out. Usyk got sneaky power, man.
I agree with that.
He got sneaky power because I think he wobbled Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? That dude can punch, man. Anytime a guy gets up 225, 232 pounds, you can punch, man. In 10-ounce gloves. And Fury doesn't have the best chin. I done seen this dude. He got knocked down by the dude called Nevin, this white dude. That was the first dude that knocked him down. Then Steve Cunningham knocked him down. And Usyk hits you with punches you don't see, man. Don't be surprised if Tyson Fury, if he don't stop, don't be surprised if he has to get off the canvas about 2 or 3 times. Because do you see how easy he went down when Ngannou hit him? It wasn't even a flush punch. He just kind of hit him with like a clubbing type of shot.
He doesn't have any legs.
That dude went, bro. He went.
His legs are shot.
He shot.
Yeah, but I'm going to get on up out here. My phone going to cut off, man. It was a pleasure chopping it up with you brothers. And my brother right down there in the left part of the screen. I'm gonna pray for you, brother. I'm gonna keep you.
Thank you, youngster. Thank you, youngster. Yeah, make sure you pray for me, youngster.
Hey, man. God bless y'all, man. Have a safe night. It was a pleasure chopping it up. Gregory Pratt, Ant McQueen, J Hardcore, Limp Ball Swami, Coach Ed, and my boy Troy. God bless y'all, man. Have a blessed weekend.
All right,
Smoothie King.
All right, well, stay safe.
Right back at y'all with another one.
Hey, Coach, right? Where do you train, Coach Eddie?
I didn't hear you, brother.
Where do you coach?
Oh yeah, I'm in Georgia, man. I'm out here in Douglasville, Georgia.
Okay, yeah, because I know about the Georgia when once you leave the Carolinas and you get to Georgia and Florida, that's when things start getting a little rough for you. So yeah, it gets a little rough out there. So you ever work with Truck the heavyweight?
I seen him before. He trained with Mustafa, man.
I like Mustafa, man.
Yeah, he trained with Mustafa, man. Sure. Yes, sir. But yeah, Mustafa, he a good trainer. He's a good trainer. A lot of good trainers out here. It's a few guys out here. I'm Georgia's best kept secret. You know what I'm saying?
You ever work with Randall Bailey?
No, I haven't worked with him.
Okay, yeah, because I know he's out there. He's out there. Yeah.
Yeah, I work with I work with Kevin Johnson. I used to spar with Kevin Johnson. You remember O'Neal? I don't know if you remember O'Neal Bell.
I do.
I remember I was a chief sparring partner. I did about 4 camps with O'Neal Bell when I was boxing. I was one of his sparring partners. I was a chief sparring partner. One thing about O'Neal Bell, God bless the dead, man. O'Neal Bell, man, he's a really good guy, man. He loved to box, man. I mean, when that whole 6 weeks, man, we probably sparred hundreds of rounds, man, because that's all he wanted to do was box, man. He just want to fight every single day, man. Every single day. Soon the dude comes to the door, I just started suiting up. He don't want to hit no bags. He don't want to run. He just want to fight. So I said, hey, man, it is what it is, man. But he's a good guy, man.
Right. And now you talk about someone whose power is kind of sneaky. That was a brother who had sneaky power.
Oh yeah, O'Neal Bell. He had a jab, man. His jab felt like a 2x4, man. Stiff, bang, like a ramrod type jab, man.
Yeah, didn't he lose to the French? The French brother whose name I can't remember.
Yeah, about Mermick,
whatever. Yeah, with the blonde goatee or whatever. Okay, yeah.
And I work with Brad Solomon. Work with Keandre Leatherwood. Help train them guys or whatever. Brad a good guy, man, but Brad on the older tip, right? He's a little older right now, but he's still trying to make a few dollars, man. I can't knock it, man. You know what I'm saying? He's like 40 years old right now. He fights on the zone. They just call him up, and he doing a gatekeeper thing right now, man.
I got you, but coach, I got a question for you about Earl. Right?
Yep.
If you were to get him right now, where he is in his career,
yeah.
What's the first thing that you would, I guess, change or tell him that he has to? What's the first thing that you would do with him? What's the first thing you would do with Earl right now?
His feet, and he needs some speed.
Would you tell him to move up?
His feet. His foot. He's slow. He need to get his feet out of the mud. And he need to move his hands faster. Errol needs some hand speed, man.
He also needs to move up.
Yeah, move up to 54.
I don't know, but I don't know if you can get foot speed, man. That's not something.
I was going to ask you that question. How do you increase, speed in a fighter?
Well,
Timing I can understand, but speed. How do you increase speed?
Well, I think that just the way he trains, man, you got to get a guy up there. You got to make him move his feet. He's gotten used to plotting, because that's how he trains. So he's a plotter. He plot. But you got to get the guy. Got to put him back on his toes. I've seen him do it before. I seen him when he fought Mikey Garcia. He got up on the toes and was moving around. I know he's a little bit older now, but he can do it. He just haven't been doing it. Somebody got to make you do it, man. They got to make you. We call it running the ring, man. You get up in the ring and you run that ring, and you get your feet up under. You move your feet, get up on your toes, and move around, in, out, side to side, back and forth. You got to get your rhythm back, man. I know he trained. You just got to get a little bit more rhythm to me. Yeah, I'm a rhythm type guy, but it's hard to train it. Change a guy. He's been doing it so long, but I would try to give him some foot speed, man. I know he can do it. It just
I'm right there with you, Coach. I was watching some of his older fights, and I was like, damn, like he used to be real good, especially with that pendulum. Like he'd be like in and out, similar to the way we see Bivol fight. Not to the same frequency, but like you said, he certainly got the capacity. Like
I've seen him do it.
Like quick on his feet once upon a time, and also felt like his hand speed and his punch variety was a little bit different too.
Mm-hmm.
Like his combinations were a little bit more creative. It wasn't just a 1-1, 1-1-2, and
if you seen how my bad. If you seen how Derek James is doing his mitt work, that's how Errol fights. It's kind of methodical. Not really fast. It doesn't really flow. It's just methodical. You know what I mean? So it's not no speed there. So when he gets in the ring, I'm not saying he's a slow poke, but he's not running his hand like Terrence Crawford, where he's throwing fluid combinations, man. It's almost like it's a program, almost, man. It's almost
you fight
like
how you train.
Everything's like real deliberate. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of. There's no feints. I don't see any feints. I don't see any. I don't know. I just don't see the rhythm there, man. You know what I mean?
I got a question. What if he just ran into his kryptonite?
Could be.
Like he just.
No, that's part of it, but I'll say this though, Remo. If you watch his older fights, like irrespective of opponent, there were certain things that he was doing that's like different than now. And I think that sometimes, like to Coach Eddie's point, you can kind of become a victim of your own success, where it's like, if you start having success just pressing people, then certain things that you used to do, you go away from them. That's how you find yourself in a position where now this new adaptive style that you have, this other guy, what he has is the kryptonite for that particular style.
But in most cases, when people adjust something or adapt to something because they no longer have it, it's either after accident 1, after retina 1, after this 1. Like, if you can't regain that back, you got to make adjustments and make that work for you as well.
But it was before the accident, though. If you go look at the what's my guy's name, the Kell Brook fight when he won the IBF title, that was a completely different fight than the fight that he had, like when he was fighting against a guy like Samuel Vargas or the guy that hit Keith Thurman with that crazy ass body shot, Leonard Bundu.
Yeah.
Like he was, Errol was actually up on his toes. He was up on his toes. He was quick. He was in and out.
What's
I
the
thought
age differences though?
that he was
Or the
not
size.
the age difference though, because he
They
was
was big
about
guys.
when he fought Kell Brook. I just think that just stylistically, I think that sometimes guys, you just become a victim of your success, similar to what we've seen with Canelo over the years, where it's just coming forward with that back to front, you in the high guard, and then you just looking to set that trap and just wing that big left hook, set the right hand up the same way, touch, right hand. But you look at him early in his career, J.A. Dixon just said it perfectly, man. Complacency kills. I think that's just what it is sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Good point. I think, like you said, with Canelo, he's gotten so used to one thing. Canelo doesn't like is activity. Don't be surprised if the Jaime Munguia fight is competitive, because Jaime Munguia, if he hasn't signed, the I can't hit Canelo very hard contract,
Stop it.
When them bogus, that dude right, you don't know what you're gonna get, but if he come out there and fights and let his hands go, he can make it difficult for Canelo. Canelo don't like activity. He's not an active fighter. He plots. He loads up a lot, and if he can let his hands go, it can become difficult for him.
Definitely, he take a lot of breaks.
A lot of breaks. He fights in spurts. Canelo fights in spurts, man. I've seen Canelo get out box, and he will only win like 30 seconds of a fight. They're gonna give him the round. He knows that. So when you know all you got to do is fight 30 seconds of a round, and you're gonna win, why press the issue? You know what I'm saying?
It sounds like Floyd Mayweather.
But Floyd know how to stay ahead, man. That's that A-side treatment, man. At the end of the day, I always tell a lot of people, the only person that can win like Floyd is Floyd, because if a lot of people fought the same way, they wouldn't get to win, man. I think the judges know who you are. Like Pretty Boy Floyd was a different animal than Money Mayweather. But Money knows how to stay ahead. Floyd knows how to win. If Floyd feel like he's not winning that round, he's gonna pick it up and he's gonna jump in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Floyd knows how to game. Floyd said, "All I got to do is win 7 rounds out of 12.
Yeah, he's gonna pot shot,
8
hold
to
you,
4,
pot shot,
7 to
hold
12,
you, pot
7 to
shot.
5."
Best description of Money Mayweather will probably be that interview that Andre Berto did when he talked about that experience. Where he talked about just how aware this dude was. Like, he knows how much time is left on the clock.
Right.
When he's tying you up, he's taking deep breaths. When
He's
you're in the corner, he's looking over at you, seeing how you breathing. Yeah, it's just like the dude, his awareness is super acute. He's just dialed in. And like Coach Eddie said, he knows how to win around. I feel like what's his name was that way too, Sugar Ray Leonard. Where it's like if it's the end of the round,
that's how
he's gonna let go a little combination, and that's the last impression that's left on the judges. It's him shoe shining you or letting a flurry go or something like that. It's just knowing how to con your way through a fight. I think that's a little bit different than just having Adelaide Bird in the back pocket or somebody like that.
Exactly.
Okay, if y'all don't mind me stepping in, you said the best description of Floyd Mayweather. That's the best description of him. But now, when it comes to comparing him to Sugar Ray was a great boxer and a killer. Yep. If he got you hurt, he was gonna kill you. And he would engage with you. He would outbox you. He would fight you. He would engage with you.
Pretty boy did.
I'm talking about for his whole career. We talking about Sugar Ray's whole career. He was like that. He did not change from stage.
Floyd wasn't like that because his hands was brittle, so he stopped being like that.
Pernell Whitaker's hands were brittle. Tommy Hearn's hand was brittle. He used to break his right hand all the time, right?
Yep.
And Pernell Whitaker used to break his hand all the time too.
Most punches do.
My thing is, why would
no, but what I'm saying is this. I mean, he had a comment. This is his quote. It's not mine. Right fight or right price. For the last 12 years, he wasn't boxing. He was doing business. He was just doing business. He wasn't really boxing. He was just doing business. He picked fighters he know that he could handle because of how they fought. And if you watched them, everybody came to him. Nobody really. He didn't really fight any boxers. Everybody was a stalker. So, he basically knew what he was doing the last 12 years of his
Hold up.
career.
He wanted those guys. They ain't give him a shot until he became the man. Now everybody wants to smoke with him. That's what happened in Floyd's career. Nobody wanted to fight him when he was on his way up.
That's not true either, because he fought pretty good competition on the way up. So that's not true.
Let me say this though, Troy Graham. I think that Floyd is one of the better decision makers in a boxing match, probably in the history of boxing. I'm just talking about just decision making, like just little crafty, sneaky shit, like engaging in a clinch, and then when the ref steps over to break, he'll manufacture a break, and then boom, now right when you're expecting the ref to step in, tag you with something.
It's not
nothing new though, brother.
No. I'm not saying that it's nothing new, but I'm just talking about being able to control and regulate the pace of a fight by thoroughly understanding the rules and bending the rules to take advantage of the situation. That's not every fighter. Every fighter does not fight like that. One of my favorite fighters at that time was Shane Mosley. And when he landed that right hand on Floyd in the second round, I was at a fight party. I was elated. I was like, yes, he's about to knock his ass out. Because Floyd is not even one of my favorite fighters. But if I'm saying objectively, just from what I've watched of this dude, he is one of the better decision makers in the history of boxing. I'm just talking about decision making. Like you could literally, like if you go and you comb through his if you comb through his fights and you just watch when he's on the inside, how he could scan somebody from bottom to top to bottom, just doing little things like lifting his forearm up just to create just enough opening, walking his feet back just enough to create enough leverage and enough space between him and the opponent to land a little shots on the inside, being deductive. And like I say, man, good fighters can capitalize on mistakes, and great fighters can make you make mistakes. And Floyd was always making people make mistakes. And not only that, but he was taking advantage of them. And again, this is not even somebody that's probably I don't even know if I have him in my top 10 favorite fighters, like of all time. Like my favorite fighter is James Toney. That's my favorite fighter of all time, James Toney. I love me some Lights Out.
Yeah, and you know what, brother? James Toney fought a brother by the name of Mike McCullum. He'll tell you to this day that's one of his toughest fights. The stuff you're talking about what Floyd did, Mike McCullum was a master at that. He was a master at distance. Sugar Ray was like that. Holyfield to some extent was like that. He would get your distance and timing and figure you out. Simon Brown to some extent was like that as well. There's a lot of fighters who did that. So that stuff you're talking about, that doesn't impress me. And all that stuff when it comes to boxing, that's not.
Yeah, well, that's because you're a cynic, and that's fine. You're perfectly entitled to be so.
A what?
A cynic, and that's perfectly fine. Listen,
no,
everybody has their twist. Everybody has their twist. That's part of the Troy Graham experience, and that's perfectly fine. You don't have to be impressed. But the fact of the matter is that the man was fucking immaculate.
Nobody.
However
perfect.
you feel about his resume,
perfect, brother. Is nobody perfect?
Oh no, I didn't say he was perfect. I said the man was immaculate,
which is just another way of saying he's perfect.
Well, one thing about Floyd had a great chin, man. He had a good chin.
Great conditioning. The guy's a total package.
I'll give it to him like this.
Give him some great shots, man.
He was
great
blessed
punches.
he was a hard worker and he was blessed with a lot of skill, but I don't.
You don't get blessed with skill. That's something that you acquire. You got to work at.
No, that's not true because Roy Jones was blessed with skill.
No. That's talent. That's talent. That's talent. That is talent.
Right.
There's a difference. There's a difference.
Okay, fine. We'll agree on that. We'll agree on that.
That is talent.
Roy Jones was blessed with athleticism, man, and reflexes.
Yep, because when that shit went, it did not look the same.
Exactly, because he didn't have the fundamentals down. Because he didn't have the fundamentals like Bernard did.
Yeah, which is skill.
Okay, but
skill. That is something that you hone.
Okay, but I hear you talking, but the man has.
I know you hear me talking. That is skill.
Yeah. But the man
Yeah.
has
It
the
is
man has
skill.
50 fights, but he
Let's
has no
not
one
diminish
fight.
that.
But he
Let's
has
not
no one
diminish
fight
that.
that he's going to be remembered for. There's no one fight that anybody's going to say, well, this is his signature fight that's going to
Who's
stand
that?
out the time of history.
Who we
Is
talking
it?
about?
Hold on now, brother. Cause he look what he did to Sean Bay Mitchell, man. That was a
Is
good
that his
fight.
signature fight?
It was a good fight, man. I mean, if we say signature fight, we looking at name recognition, man. You gotta look at
No.
the guy, the type of caliber guy he was fighting and beating at the time, man. Diego Corrales, man. So everybody thought Diego was gonna kill Floyd, man, when he fought him, man.
I
Right.
didn't think so.
And look what Floyd did to him.
Their argument is they're gonna say, "Oh no, Floyd brought him up in weight." You know what I mean?
I was not going to
To
say that
to your
whatsoever.
point, Coach Eddie. All right, we can say that now in retrospect that Floyd was supposed to do whatever he was supposed to do to Diego Corrales, but at the
Yeah.
time that wasn't the case.
Right. They thought he was gonna lose, man. He thought he was gonna get killed. They thought Floyd was gonna get knocked out by Diego Corrales. He was undefeated, like 31 and 32 and 0, with like 30-something knockouts.
And
He's
the
a
dude was
knockout artist.
knocking out everything that wasn't fucking nailed to the floor. Like, come on, man.
Okay, gentlemen, with 6 of us up here, can y'all give me the fight that he's going to be remembered for?
Who is that?
He's going to be remembered for his whole body of work. That's what he's going to be remembered for.
So just like I said, he has no
He's going to
signature
be
fight.
remembered for his. He's going to be remembered for his whole body. The fact that we're talking about the man right now, we're not talking about Sandy Sadler.
The fact that
we ain't talking about Orlando Canizales. We talking about Floyd
and the fact that
Mayweather.
you can't give me one fight that he's going to be remembered for basically makes my point.
And your point is null and void because we're still going to be talking about Floyd Mayweather.
I mean, I can
100
see,
years from now.
I can see what my man saying. That I guess he kind of saying you never really seen Floyd in a fight where he really had to bite down. I mean, he don't have that type of fight. He always been pretty much dominant.
No, you can't use that. What
it's
fight
like
is Tyson remember for?
I mean, he never. But at the end of the day, Tyson, man, every time
What
Tyson
fight
stepped
is
up,
he
he
remember
lost.
for? What
Every
fight
time
is
Tyson
he
stepped
remember?
up, he lost, man.
Exactly.
I mean, you got to keep it a
You say the
bean,
one
man.
fight he's always going to be
That's weak.
remembered for. That's the Buster
That's
Douglas
weak.
fight and the Holyfield fight.
Exactly.
Those are the two fights, but he lost those fights. But he's going to be remembered for.
I mean,
now,
I guess my man saying when you
Floyd,
think of Sugar Ray Leonard,
I like Floyd for the because
Pacquiao?
the fight we was just talking about.
Corrales.
What,
Well,
Diego
Mosley?
Corrales?
Yeah, the Corrales.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
but
not going to be.
And my guy Jay Dixon said that wasn't it. When you talk about the very definition of a one-sided ass whooping,
all the time.
that Arturo Gotti fight always comes up.
God.
Yeah,
that's all I can
always
think about.
comes up.
So I'm still
I was
not
there
hearing
live
anyone
at that
tell me
fight,
he's gonna be
man.
remembered
Hey
for.
Jay, he wasn't supposed to do that.
Hey, you know what though?
He wasn't supposed. Oh my God.
That's right.
Hey,
I kind of see what my man's saying though. You think about Holyfield. You think about Holyfield, Riddick Bowe. That was some heck of a fight. You think about Ali
Michael
Frazier.
Dukes and Holyfield.
You know what I'm saying? Ray Mercer, Lennox Lewis. Those are tough fights, man. We ain't never really just seen Floyd in no real knockdown, drag out fight. You know what I mean?
Because he that good.
But
Either that or
can I ask a question?
Good.
Is that to his fault that he neutralized a lot of the opponents
Because
and then allowed to get in a dog fight? I don't understand that shit.
Yeah, because he that good. It's crazy.
Like Shane Mosley caught him with some shit. And after that, he neutralized the fuck out of him. He couldn't do nothing with him after that.
Yep.
Right.
It's his fault because he was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be a bruiser. I don't understand what the fuck y'all be wanting from these niggas. I don't understand it.
No, but it don't even have to be a knockdown, drag-out fight. Look at Mike McCollum. He has 2 fights he's always going to be remembered for. The one with Donald Curry. That was a beautiful, skillful fight. And his first fight with James Toney.
When was the last time you heard somebody talk about Donald Curry, though, Troy Graham experience? When was the last time you heard
somebody about Mike McCollum, though? I'm talking about
Mike
McCollum.
I like Donald Curry, but when was the last time you heard somebody talk about Donald Curry?
We are talking about Mike McCollum.
I like the body snatcher as well, but when was the last time you heard somebody talk about him? When was the last time you heard somebody talk about
it depends on the circle of boxing that you go to.
The last time I heard somebody talk about Mike McCullough is you.
You've only seen me one time.
And that's the only time I've heard about Mike McCullough.
He's a tremendous fighter. There's no disrespect to
That's the
Mike
only time you
McCallum
heard about Mike
whatsoever.
McCallum. But
I haven't
you know,
heard
I'm
about
using him as an example.
I haven't heard about him recently.
No, but you know what I'm saying is Mike McCallum was a great boxer, and he has 2 signature fights he's always gonna be remembered for. He actually got a draw with one, and you know he won the other
But
one.
we're not
Floyd
talking.
has no signature fight. I
But
don't care how great
collectively,
you are.
nobody's talking about them.
Every great fighter has a signature fight. We can talk about them all you want, but every great fighter has a signature fight. All of them do. Sugar Ray Robinson, all of them.
Nobody on Floyd level.
We can talk to each other.
You really believe that?
What
You really believe that?
Well, let me ask you a question, Troy. Please tell me who Floyd didn't fight that would have been on his level. Please answer me.
I could tell somebody would have gave him a good scrap.
Give me that sound. Give me the sound.
Let me think. Let me think.
I know somebody would have gave him a good scrap. I know somebody would have gave him a good scrap. I think Timothy Bradley would have gave him a good scrap. I think Floyd would have won, but Timothy Bradley would have gave him a good scrap. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because you got those fights like the Ray Mercers. Didn't ever win, but he gave you a good scrap. He gave Holyfield a good scrap. He gave Leonard Lewis a good scrap.
Who wins, Coach Addy?
Oh, Mayweather's gonna win, but he's gonna get him a good scrap though. It's gonna be a good scrap.
Tim Bradley was always in a damn good fight. Tim Bradley was always in a good fight.
Yeah,
I can't knock that. He was always in a good fight.
Yeah,
always
Bradley gonna give you a good scrap, man.
I think Khan, because of his
gave
length.
Floyd a good scrap.
I believe he would have gave him a good scrap, man.
I think it would have been entertaining. I think it would have been entertaining for sure. I don't think he wins, but I think it's entertaining.
No, Floyd gonna win, but it'd be a good scrap.
Floyd pulls away from him, man.
I mean, even look at Marcos Maidana. Marcos Maidana gave Floyd a good scrap. That was a good scrap, man.
I was there live.
Marcos Maidana had power,
and he caught him too.
And he was orthodox.
Tim Bradley has absolutely no power. Like,
yeah, he just relentless. You know, he just relentless, and he's a rough customer. You know what I'm saying? And he was always in shape, man. At the end of the day, you got the man came in shape all the time, man. You never seen Tim Bradley out of shape, man.
But pre-hand injury, Floyd would have took care of him. Educated hands, he takes care of him.
Take care of him.
I don't see where the debate is at. He'd have caught him early, he'd have slept him. Caught him late, he'd have outboxed him. I don't understand it.
Right.
And my thing with him is you always got to look at what those guys look like with each other, and I'm talking about his opponents, because a lot of the opponents that he had, they had shared opponents.
Yeah,
like shit. My guy Shane Mosley. Who was he coming off of beating? Margarito and Mayorga?
No, it was Margarito.
No, he fought both of those guys before Floyd. He fought both of those guys before Floyd.
I think he fought after Floyd. He didn't fight him before. They fought him after.
Who, Mayorga?
Yeah, because he was at 154 when he fought him.
I like that Ricky Hatton fight too.
That was a good fight. I'm gonna tell you the fight where I seen Floyd the most locked in. When he fought Manny Pacquiao, Floyd was locked in, man.
He fought Mayorga before he fought Margarito.
I'm just curious how he put on all that muscle.
2008. And then he fought Margarito on Floyd.
How he put on all that muscle for that fight?
What he said for that one, I think they went to traditional. He was chopping wood and doing all types of shit the way he did in the beginning of his career for that one.
Okay, so he could put on muscle for a fight at that age, but not Pacquiao. Okay.
That fight right there, man. Floyd dad was going crazy, man. He was like, man, you fighting this man like you scared, man. When Floyd seen was over there, going crazy. Like, Floyd, what you doing, man? Fighting this man like you scared, man. Do what I tell you to do. Throw the left hand right hook.
No, but he fought like he always did. He held, he pot shot, he slid, he held, he pot shot, he slid. That's what he did in all fights.
The way you talk, you just want somebody to just lead the sports with no brain cells. Fuck it.
Brother, I'm a boxing fan. I really hate when people say that. I'm a boxing fan. The fact is that you could be a great boxer like I said about Sugar Ray and Mike McCollum and a few others, you can still be a great boxer because look, boxing is three things, at least to me: is brilliance, is beauty, and is brutality. Right?
Mhm.
You can't have a boxing match without those three things. You really can't have it without those things. You could be pretty
You
all
can
you
have
want
two
in the
out of the
ring.
three.
You could be bright with all you want, but you have to be brutal in there too. You have to be brutal in there. So, you know, even his own uncle said that, he didn't have that dog in him like that. His own uncle said that.
Well,
Yeah.
When they had
Floyd was smart, man. Floyd is a smart fighter because when he fought Pacquiao, he did what he had to do to win the fight, man. He didn't
brilliant.
engage because if he would have fought Pacquiao like this, okay, I'm just gonna bang it out with you, he would have got put to sleep, man. But he had to box him.
Exactly.
He had to box him. He had to tie him up, box him. Because I think if you go back and watch that fight, and I watched that fight, I watched it the first time, went back and watched it a couple times. Manny Pacquiao was countering Floyd with some stuff that Floyd never seen before. Manny Pacquiao was going up underneath Floyd punches, catching Floyd on the chin,
I'm with
flush
you,
on the chin
Cosmetto.
with counter punches. And Floyd was like, this dude got bricks in his hand. And everybody that fight Manny Pacquiao say when you get hit by him, it feel like you're getting hit by rocks, man. And Floyd felt that. He'd be like, man, this dude ain't finna knock me out. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to win the fight. And that's what he did. You know what I'm
That's what
saying? If
he's
he would have
supposed
dropped
to
his nuts
do.
and tried to bang with Pacquiao, he would have got put to sleep, man.
You know the harsh reality though of the sport moving forward. As much as everybody like the brutality, everybody has picked up, especially American fighters, on the Mayweather system and the way that he fights, smart defensively, responsible. So if that's going to be the sport moving forward, and people want the brutality, the harsh reality is that these kids coming up, they following their idol. They playing safe, and that's just what it's going to be.
You know what is I don't, that whole system and blueprint? He just was a very well schooled fighter with a lot of skill. I don't see a blueprint or anything new that he brought to boxing. I don't
What's
see
wrong
anything.
with skill,
Mayweather?
Troy? What's
Hold
wrong
up.
with
You talking about
skill,
Yeah.
Mayweather?
Troy?
Huh? No,
What's
I don't
wrong
see
with
anything new that
skill?
he brought to boxing. What did he bring something new to boxing that I missed?
Yeah, leading
Other
with your
than
brain
With
cells
your
with a whole
wits.
bunch of
Yeah,
money.
yo still got his
Box,
wits.
boxing,
Sugar Ray
boxing has been
Leonard did
around
that.
since the
Hagler did that.
1800s.
Look, Sugar Ray
Boxing has been
Leonard
around
did
since
that.
the
Hagler
1800s.
did that, and I can tell
There's
you,
nothing new under the sun. It's
I
just
can
some
tell you
guys
that
are
there's
able to do
a whole
certain
bunch of
things
other
with a little
fighters
bit
that
more
did that too.
consistency than others. That's it. There's nothing new under the sun.
Listen, but Sugar Ray was the first one to make $100 million, and he retired. Oscar De La Hoya left with a bunch of money. Bernard Hopkins left with a bunch of money, and they all fine. There's a whole bunch of fighters that leave with a bunch of money and still have their brain cells. So that's not nothing new either.
But you missed out the one that left with $1 billion. That's the one you missed out.
It's still just money, brother. It's still just money at the end of the day.
It's still
It's
a
still
business,
money.
brother. Like it's still a business.
Yeah. But it's also what? It's a sport of business and what? Entertainment as well, right?
And he entertained me.
Yeah. Hey,
I guess you like reading the
I'm gonna make a
dictionary
little.
too.
I'm gonna bring a little point. Floyd has impacted the game, to good and bad. I'm gonna tell you the bad part is that he got all these fighters trying to fight like him, and they getting put to sleep. They won't keep their hands up. They trying to shoulder roll, and they getting their butt beat by Basic. Basic is beating these guys who trying to imitate Floyd. Bro, you ain't Floyd. You know how many people I got to come in when they come into the gym? Be like, bro, put your hand up. You're not Floyd. You doing that, you're gonna get put to sleep. You're gonna overhand right to all night long. And that's what the problem is, man. These guys, they're not up on their toes anymore. They want to stand in one spot and try to shoulder roll. I'm like, what are you doing, man? A moving target's hard to hit. You just can't slip all these punches, man. So I mean,
I think y'all getting no. It's an evolution of the game, and I think that's what y'all forget. Yo, it's an evolution.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, in every sport, they emulate whoever's at the top at the moment. All these kids coming up, they passing through the Mayweather gym. They into the U.S.
But they
boxing.
losing, bro. You missing the point. They losing, man. Think about how many. Hold on one second. Think about how many times you seen brothers come to the ring, got the fly outfits on, style and everything, and they lose. They getting beat by basic fighters, man.
That's because they don't have the
That's what I'm
fundamentals.
saying.
They don't
They
have the
getting beat by
fundamentals.
basic fighters, bro.
You saying exactly what I'm saying, but they coming up emulating that because he was that person of that generation. These kids are not, they don't have what Floyd was doing in the gym, repetitively doing what he's doing. They seeing something, they trying to, all these kids playing basketball. They
shooting threes.
Like Steph Curry. They seen Steph Curry shoot threes.
They shooting threes.
Like, that's what I'm saying. They don't know what it takes that he's shooting 1,000 shots a thing. Floyd is at the strip club. They want the strip club life, but they don't know that he was running home from the strip club. Like it's different. They can't balance. They can't balance those two lives. They see.
I think the other thing is this too is we got to take into account that this dude had multiple defenses, multiple systems of defense. It wasn't just a shoulder roll. I know that that's something that he's become synonymous with.
I agree.
That wasn't just that.
And he shouldn't be synonymous with that because he didn't bring that to boxing.
Well, I tell y'all what, fellas, I can't go no more. I'm tired. I got to go.
All right, good night, Jay. We still talking.
All right, Jay. Take care, brother.
Jimi Hendrix didn't create the guitar, but he's become synonymous with that as well. It's not about who created it or who brought it or whatever. It's just if you make it,
I think James Tony would disagree with you on the whole shoulder roll thing.
Yeah, that's
Georgie Benton. Georgie Benton did that too, man.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Ezra Charles, Georgie Benton. Yeah.
Hey, Jay, I'm gonna get out here.
Closing arguments. Yeah, we want to toast one more.
Yeah, one more. I'm on my way out too.
I got nothing left in my.
I'm a start.
Act like you drinking, man.
I walked in. I thought I was gonna be in a hangout. I came to a whole boxing conversation.
Well,
don't invite me here no more.
I don't have a closing
don't
argument.
do that, Rainbow.
I don't have a closing argument, but I'm going to say this. Don't be surprised if Ryan TKOs. I'm sorry, if Devin TKOs Ryan, right? And don't be surprised if this Tyson farce with this boy over here doesn't come to pass. And don't be surprised.
I'm not surprised by anything anymore.
And don't be surprised if the Tank fight doesn't sell out.
Pardon me.
That's cap. Stop the cap.
I think Tank gonna sell, man.
Yo, he going to ghetto Hollywood, bro. I've been to Houston. They coming out, bro.
Tank sell out everywhere he go.
Oh, and you know what, man? Since you leave, this is for the next show. Don't be surprised when Tank moves up to 140, where he said, even though he didn't want to move up to fight Devin, to fight Pitbull. I want to hear what those crazy Tank fans have to say about that, because he wouldn't move up to 140 to fight Devin, but he is gonna move up to fight Pitbull. I guarantee
you want him to fight? You want to go up there so he can fight a super middleweight? I'm out of here.
Stop
it.
Stop it.
GP's closing argument, man. Gloves up, guns down, man. I'm out.
That's right, brother.
Umar Boxing, Umar Boxing. That's their statement right there.
That's my guy, man. Umar
I'll
Boxing.
take it.
Other than that, man, let's talk fast and give me something before you get out of here, man.
I ain't coming to no hangout talking about boxing no more. I'm done. Nah, yo. Man. Listen, man, you already know, man. Stay fly, stay fit, man. It's your boy Remo. I'm out of here, man.
All right, brother.
Rainbow said don't smell like skin, man.
All right, well, be at peace and stay safe, brothers. I'm gone.
Yeah,
be at peace.
Daddy.
Hey,
and
man,
the Wilder was never no king.
Sure. Right. Hey, just salute to everybody. Enjoy the conversation, man. Y'all stay blessed, brother. Stay up, man. Jay, I love what you're doing, man. Keep growing, brother. Thanks, man, for having me.
I appreciate you being on, Coach Eddie. Thank you. All right. Everybody in the chat, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking out and hanging out, man. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to the Hangout, please, before you get out of here, man, do that, man. We appreciate you. We do it twice a day, and on Friday nights, we do the Friday night Hangout, man. You dig where, it's cups up. You dig, and I appreciate you rocking all the way out. Doc and Lovely, I see you still there, good sis. Jamal Brooks, I see you. Justin James, Jess Official, new guy. Zacchaeus is back in the building, man. Listen here, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. I'll be back Sunday because y'all know I'm off on Saturdays. That's my Sabbath, man. And I'm gonna be cold chilling. Drink more water. I appreciate you coming in the building. Cosmic Lando, my guy. Scale Scrupatory, man. Stretch Out Boxing, good to see you. Ariana, what's up, girl? Cal Cooley, what's up, my guy? B-Dog, first time seeing you. Appreciate you being in the building. Andre Noble, seems like everybody knows you. Warren Harley, what it do? Mike Garner, my guy. Taiwa Uka, I can't pronounce it. Senior got your name down all the way. Taiwa Ukawa. I'm terrible with names, man, and I don't want to butcher it, man, but salute to you, my guy. And TM, first time seeing you. Love to see you again, my guy. Listen here, man. I appreciate Lottie Dottie and everybody that showed up for another hardcore party. Shout out to my DC homie D for the win. Polo Day, good to see you, my guy. Justin James, another JBT guy. Man, yes, indeed, man. It was just another extravagant moment. Lewis 4500, good to see you in there. Grant Oliver. Yeah, my tongue is twisted at this point, just like me. Bam Bam is here. Hey, I'm out of here, man. I can't go no more. Other than that, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News. Make sure that you subscribe to the show, man. Other than that, I'm out of here. How you turn this damn thing off? I'm gonna figure it out eventually. And we out.